Hello, and welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 41, I think.
We do this every week.
41. Yeah, 40 was last week. Episode 41. I am one of your hosts, MC Fixer, also known as Corey, also known as the sexy one, also known as the guy. I don't know, I lost momentum there, sorry. And my co-host this week, Kevin Tarney.
Hey, what up? I got a new Twitch.
You do have a new Twitch, at Don't Shoot Tarney on Twitch.
I do. I finally sorted my branding out. It's happening.
Your brand is on point out here. So we've got a Twitch, we've got a Twitter.
Gamertag. So I'm nearly all there. Just got to start my own fan page now.
Fan page and you're sorted, mate. That's it. That's all you've got to worry about, really.
Nearly, not long now. And I'll be a superstar.
Well, all guys for us a superstar.
I just need the followers now. I got one.
I followed you.
Exactly. I've got one.
There we go. Oh, wow. No, you had, I swear you had more than that. I thought I saw 12.
Yeah, but they're not there no more because I've moved.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Good point. How you been, Kev, anyway?
I've been fantastic. I've had a pretty interesting gaming week this week. So, yeah, I've been good. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. So, we're recording late again this week, which is my fault totally. I was meant to record yesterday, which would have been Wednesday the 24th. And my work decided to email me saying, can you work? And I was like, can I work? Not really. And then I was like, actually, I can work if I don't have to work on Friday. And I was like, yeah, cool. You ain't got to work Friday. So boom.
Sorted. You got your weekend.
Happy. So now I ain't got to work Friday or Saturday. And I've just been told by Haley that she's going out this week. So.
Gaming weekend.
You know what's going on, boys? Let's call up the lads. Phantom, where you at? Matt, who don't talk to us, where you at? You'll get that reference in a minute. Kevin, Ross, everybody, where you at? Yeah, so it should be good. It should be good. But Kev, I haven't really got much fluff to tell you about this morning. So nothing's new. Just been working. I will get better with lots of things, lots to update people with soon. But what has been in your box this week? What have you been playing?
Like I say, it's been a pretty interesting gaming week. So first off the bat, we should talk about Titanfall 2, the technical test.
We did both play that, yes, together.
So I'll tell you what I thought first, and then you can tell me what you thought. So I first played it. I first played it on the Saturday, and I played it for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and I didn't like it. I was like, this isn't for me. And then for some reason, I decided to have another go at it on the Sunday. So I sat down, put it back on, and it just sold me. Hook, line, and sinker. I got into it. I started to have good games. I started to really like the way the Titan worked, because that's the whole thing that put me off the whole Titanfall series was the Titan stuff, because I'm more just of a FPS player, just like
more of a, they say, a Call of Duty. That joke has gone down well, so that's sticking there. So you're more of a Call of Duty player.
Yeah, I'm more of a Call of Duty player. And yeah, so I started using the Titans more in this. I've started to enjoy them. And when I started playing with you guys, it got even better playing with a team, because
us guys referencing, it was me, you, Phantom's friend Matt, who didn't like talking because he was concentrating. Shout out to him. We then had Monk jump in with us from my Twitch chat. You were streaming as well.
I was indeed. I was laying a path for my new Twitch channel. After much berating, I've now changed over to Don't Shoot Tiny. I've lost all my 16 followers. Damn it.
Don't worry. They're going to come back. I promise. I promise they're going to come back.
But yeah, Titanfall 2. I really like the team aspect of it, where now they've changed it from Titanfall 1. Before on Titanfall 1, a pilot could just get on your back and then shoot you out and blow up your Titan. Whereas in this one now, they take a power core out and you can kill them. They drop the power core. Then a teammate can pick up that power core, put it in your Titan and recharge your health and your shield, which I think is a really cool way of bringing teamwork into the game. And the whole team aspect of it, the two maps we played, the two Titans we used, even though I only used one, and that was good enough for me. The whole thing, I really enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to this technical test this weekend coming now. I'm looking forward to see what they bring to it. So what's your thoughts?
I'll start off with saying that I am not good at Titanfall. I am not good at the game, but I did have a lot of fun playing with you guys. I did. But the game doesn't control nowhere near as well as number one did.
See, this is where we differ, but I'll let you finish what you're saying first.
It feels so much heavier. So much heavier than number one. Like, traversing around the world just doesn't feel as nice. Running on walls doesn't feel as good. Double jump doesn't feel as good. So jumping through windows and stuff. I don't know why. I don't know what they've changed.
I think I know why. I think.
Go on, hit me with it. What do you reckon?
No, it's not so much why. I think I understand the reasoning behind it. It's all because of this backlash. I think, personally, I could be wrong, but I think it's because of the backlash against Call of Duty and the way that's gone all wall runny and boost jumpy. I mean, they've heard all the complaining about, oh, we don't want boost jump anymore. We don't want this. We don't want that. So they thought to themselves, let's try and make this game a bit more ground-based. Yeah. Rather than being more, boosty and jumpy, shooty. Kev's famous phrase.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but I think that's the reasoning behind it.
I guess that would make sense. It just doesn't feel as satisfying as it did in the first one. But in the same breath of that, you've got to remember that Titanfall, for me, number one, I was on that hype train. Bought it day one. I played the beta. The beta was like my first ever successful stream, which I got like 25 people watching at one point, which I was like, oh, I've made it. I've made it. F everybody, because I've made it. Yeah, apparently I didn't make it. None of those followers come back. But yeah, but it just, maybe it was new. And like running on walls was a new thing. Double jumping through windows and then running against a wall was a new thing. Now it's so in everything.
So overused.
Yeah, it's in everything. So it doesn't feel anywhere near as good. But yeah, it just felt a lot heavier, which I didn't like. Again, gun gameplay feels great, aiming, everything else feels fine. Yeah, I agree with you on the point of the Titans. I like the Titans a lot more in this one than I did the first one. Maybe
there's more to them.
I feel like I know what I'm doing better this time as well.
Yeah. Oh, I like the new ultimates that the Titans have, where it builds up over time. The ultimates, where he shoots the laser out of his chest.
Oh, yeah. The laser.
I really like that.
Yeah, that was cool. It was a good game. It was a good test, like beta. What do we call these things now?
I think it's called technical test.
It's a fucking beta. Like, let's not start making up new words for things now, guys. Come on.
It's the beta of the beta.
Yeah, it's the beta of the beta of the beta of the alpha of the beta.
Yeah.
And then there might be a bit of masturbating involved with all that.
It certainly was for me. But yeah, carry on.
What else? What else have you been playing, Kev? Because we've
of course, Rocket League. That's always on my playlist.
Played some. Me, you, and Ross played.
Yep. Also, last night, a certain something arrived. A certain little game appeared in. I played a bit last night.
Get hyped!
Me and Ross played for about an hour before he went to bed. Whatever. Yeah, so we played a bit of that last night. Again, I'm a noob to it, so I'm just learning it. I don't really.
Do you like it?
What I played, yeah, I really like the. Coming from a Call of Duty player,
I like
that it's slow.
Yeah,
and it's very methodical. It's nothing like Call of Duty. It's nothing like Titanfall. It's nothing like any of those first-person shooters. It's a very methodical, one life. Be careful. I really like that about the game. And finally, the last thing I played about an hour ago before we came on air was Forza 6 because it's free this weekend.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think of Forza 6? I've not played it. I only played 5.
Very much like previous Forzas. I mean, last one I really played was Forza 2, and I've been more into the Forza Horizon series. Like I've owned 1 and 2, but
Forza 2 is in the one that I bought for boobies. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that story. I was wondering what you were talking about then. I've just remembered. Yeah.
You can tell Kev doesn't listen to me during this podcast. He just goes, yeah, cool.
It's not that I've got the memory of a goldfish. You tell me something, I'll forget like 5 minutes later. It's horrific.
True.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's pretty good. It's much like a Gran Turismo game. It's very sim heavy. So yeah, I'm going to play it a bit more. Play a bit this weekend and see how I get on with it.
Fair enough. Mr. Moody is in the chat and he's said, "What up, ladies? Don't forget to chat to us, ladies." Moody. And he's not interested in Titanfall at all. And oh my God, Kev has got Rainbow Six at last.
Thanks, Ross.
Yeah. What have I been playing? I'm trying to think. I've played again. Yeah, we played Titanfall together. We played Rocket League together. I don't think I played anything.
We Happy Few, didn't you play?
Oh yes, well done, Kev. I'm glad someone pays attention to what I'm doing.
See, I do listen.
Yeah, well, I finally tried that We Happy Few. I played it for around an hour. It's on youtube.com/mcfixer if you want to catch the archive of the stream there. Yeah.
Do you see where my complaints were coming from?
I don't know, because we have different complaints of this game, but okay. I want more story. I didn't see the point in going too far in.
Agree with that.
To have to go and do it all over again. I like the world. Did you get through the main gate into the town? Yeah. See, I didn't even get that far because I was just running around houses killing people.
Oh, isn't that the main town?
No, so the mission I got to was you have to find out who won, was it rock, paper, scissors or musical chairs or something like that. And then you get through to another town.
Oh. I went up through a sewer and then I got into like this little village where there's all broken houses.
Let me stop.
And then I got lost and I didn't know what I was doing.
How long did it take for you to get out of that sewer?
About 3 minutes.
Oh my god. It took me. I'm an idiot when it comes to video games because I don't like reading. So reading stuff is like, nah, I ain't got time. I must have sat in that sewer for about 20 minutes.
Oh my word. What was you doing?
No word of a lie. No word of a lie. Just, I couldn't figure it out. And all it was I had to make a pit lock. And it's just, I wouldn't fucking
That's the first message that pops up.
Oh, I don't read messages. I ain't got time for that. Oh, trust me. Oh, my Twitch chat wasn't happy. Lucy was there 1 minute and was just like, nah, he's an idiot. Fuck this guy. I'm out of here. But yeah, I played it. I enjoyed what I played. It seems cool. I like where you don't like the mechanics of hunger and health and all that stuff, where I don't mind that. That's just adds to the game.
I don't mind it to a degree. It's just there's everything. There's thirst, there's infection, there's injury, there's sleep. It's just too much.
I didn't feel like it was overbearing, though. I had enough materials to deal with it.
Maybe you like those sort of games more because you are a Resi player and they do.
Item management, stuff like that.
Very much so. Whereas I'm not a big item management game type of person, so.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think that's all I've been playing. FIFA. I think I played some more FIFA. I'm getting super ready for 17. Super ready.
Getting hyped for that campaign.
I can't effing wait. I promise you that. I can promise you that. Let's just do some housekeeping, which this episode of My Xbox and Me is brought to you by atalives.net and mcfixer.co.uk. What's been going on the website, Kev? Anything?
Nothing major again, slow news, bits and pieces here and there. But I am actually writing an article about Call of Duty.
Call of Duty!
Which will go hopefully some point next week. So, yeah. That's about
cool. Let me take this time now to say, I know probably not many of them listen to, but I know we have a lot of Kind of Funny fans that do listen. And congratulations to the Kind of Funny lads on their new studio.
Yeah, I actually...
absolutely beautiful.
I don't normally watch that much Kind of Funny. I do watch them now and again when I see a topic, because I am subscribed and I watch a topic if I'm interested in it. But I've been watching all their topics this week. You can never see. I particularly like the one where Colin was playing with the G.I. Joe figures and he was getting really excited about them. He was really excited about those.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good stream. I haven't watched the whole stream because I had to go to bed because I had to get up for work. But I must have watched about 6 hours, which was cool. But yeah, just congratulations to them. It got me motivated. I messaged Kev straight away. I was like, we need to have a meeting. I'm motivated. We've got to get this shit off the ground. We need to sort it. Do you know what I mean? And those sort of things are amazing. So that makes me happy. But yeah, this episode is brought to you by atalives.net and mcfixer.co.uk. You can head over to patreon.com/mcfixer to get the audio early. Also, for $3, video is $4. Also, if you support at the $4 level, you can be in the chat and watching it live as we record. So you see all the hiccups, you see all the problems, you see all the racist jokes that Kev says maybe I should cut.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone. Damn it.
Oh, my bad.
That's such a stupid secret.
Yeah, so if you can head over to Patreon, I do appreciate it. I totally understand if you can't. Just keep liking, sharing, retweeting, everything else. But Patreon is what keeps the lights on. It keeps me doing this show. Now, Kev, don't usually... There hasn't been much coming out lately. So there was a segment we had which was reviews of the week.
Mm-hmm.
So we got one important game that come out this week. And I say important, not important to me, and I don't think it's too important to you either.
Not really, no.
No, because what sort of a loser plays Formula 1 2016? Who is geeky enough to want to go around and do test laps and then go around and do a Grand Prix. Who? I don't know. Oh, wait, I know someone geeky enough. Mr. Moody. Because he let me tell you what that guy did to me. He sent me a picture of a Game Boy, yeah?
Yeah.
And he goes, guess what's inside? And I was sitting in the barbers, yeah? I was so effing hyped. I was so happy. I was so ready. I couldn't wait. I thought it was an Xbox One. What was it? It was a PS4 steering wheel and Formula One. So do you know what I've got to say about Mr. Moody? Get bent. F you, Mr. Moody. How dare you do that to my heart? You're supposed to be my partner in crime, my lover, my fan, everything. And you did that to me.
How does that feel that he'd rather spend the money on a steering wheel and Formula One than getting an Xbox and playing with you? Your number one supporter.
He's my guy, and he did that to me. but the game got really good reviews, 8.8. Which
look, it's a very technical game. It's for people who really enjoy that aspect of motor racing. You know, 100%. The laps, the times, the tire temperatures, all that sort of stuff. If it's your jam, more respect to you.
100%. Let's get into the news, Kev. And
let's do it.
No, I'm a total liar. What did I forget?
I have no idea. What did you forget?
It's your boy Mike Lynch.
Oh,
hey guys,
yeah,
Mike Lynch here. I'm doing really bad with this week's show, but you know, you guys love it.
Go with it.
Hey guys, Mike Lynch here, and I'd like to tell you I do play the ukulele, but not on YouTube. Inside joke. I'm still going to keep saying inside joke. I make movie reviews and game refreshing gameplay and exciting gameplay on my YouTube channel, Mike Lynch. I would really appreciate if you check it out. Remember to head over to Mike Lynch on YouTube. Type it in. He's not a ukulele player. Back to you, Fixer and Kev. Let's get into the first piece of news, which is the biggest news of the week, Kev. 100%.
Yep.
This is the biggest news of the week. And when I get it...
how are you going to get one?
What do you mean, how?
They're only in Australia.
You think I won't get one?
If you get one, I've got huge respect for you. If you can get two, I'll have even more respect for you.
Xbox Australia unveiled Xbox One onesie.
Yeah.
Xbox has announced. Xbox Australia, I should say, has announced the Xbox One onesie, which is literally a branded onesie for adult-sized people. Wow, I can't read today. A press release this morning confirms Xbox Australia is planning to sell onesies designed for adults. Blah 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 blah. From what I've read and what I know. Mm-hmm. There's like a pouch for your phone, a pouch for your controller. They're really pretty. Really
mate,
nice.
Can you imagine having a pouch big enough for your phone, for your controller that you can just stick in? You can have your headset still plugged in. You can go walk downstairs, make yourself a cup of tea, chat to your mates, come back upstairs, carry on playing. It's the winter must-have. I want one so bad.
If I get one, I'm wearing it doing this show every week.
If I get one, I am too.
I'm so down. Who do I need to contact? I've got to contact someone. We have an Xbox podcast, which, Kev, again, have you checked the numbers?
Yeah, they've been going up, man.
They're doing really good. So someone out there must be listening. Someone needs to, I think we need everyone. A Twitter campaign.
We need an Xbox contact.
We need an Xbox contact. Someone make it happen.
We will pimp your onesies live on the show. In person
every week,
and we will say how brilliant they are, how nice they are, and we'll get you sales.
Unless they're not good, and then I won't say that.
I will.
Kev, straight up, I'll do anything for a goddamn
I'll sell out.
Kev is the ultimate seller. But yeah, that was the biggest piece of news. That's the end of the show. Bye.
Ciao, Bella.
No, I'm joking. Scorpio to bring an end to the console generation, says Microsoft. Kev, what do you make of that statement?
I don't really understand it, to be honest. How do they think this is going to end it? Is it going to be where you can change out components? Is that going to be the big thing?
Microsoft believes we've seen the end of console generations as the company plans to iterate on the Xbox platform going forward. In an interview with Engadget at Gamescom 2016, Xbox Games and Marketing Head, Aaron Greenberg, said Microsoft thinks the future, quote, and I quote, the future is without console generations, end quote. Highlighting, the fact that iterative hardware allows the Xbox platform to continue to build upon its established community and growing the library of games. So yeah, that opens a lot of questions, Kev. So after the Scorpio, or is the Scorpio got interchangeable parts?
It must have. That's the only thing I can see from that statement is they're making a console which is practically a PC, but with a console software. So you're going to be able to say a new graphics thing comes out for it. You trade in your old one, you take it out, plug in the new one, and there we go. It's basically a PC. Like they said, that console gaming would be heading that way.
Yep.
And it looks like it's finally arriving.
How do you feel about that?
I'm in two minds. I mean, on one hand, would it save us as the consumer money? Instead of, I don't think it would it? Because if there's a way they can constantly upgrade a certain part, you'd always be buying upgrades.
Well, it'd be like the PC market, won't it? It'd be, we'll be waiting for parts to come down in price.
You've got to think on the developer side as well. Will they have to develop different versions of their game for how powerful your version of the Scorpio is? So say there's someone with the lowest version of the Scorpio and there's someone with the highest upgraded version of the Scorpio. Will they have to develop for those two ecosystems?
But I'm guessing it'd just be like PC. You'll set the levels. That's where it's going to start getting confusing and annoying and very, very, very tedious.
That's what I don't like about PC gaming.
Ultra and all. I don't understand it all. I'm not a PC gamer at all. But yeah, I don't like that about PC gaming. So they can't. I hope they don't do that. I'm not worried, honestly. Again, in Phil we trust. In Xbox, I believe, as I'm sure most people listening do. Am I worried? No. I'll wait and see what the future brings.
Yeah, exactly. We just got to wait for Scorpio to launch, and then you can base your judgment on fact rather than speculation. Until then, from that statement, that's the only thing I could take away from it is it must have interchangeable parts that you can upgrade. So we'll have to wait and see. Yep, be interesting anyway.
It will be. It will be. But something a little bit more interesting, Kev, is The Witness. You heard that video game?
I have. I don't know much about it, but I heard it's actually really good.
Jonathan Blow's game after Braid. He invested all of his money from Braid, which I'm sure you must know. Xbox.
That's a hell of a gamble.
360. Yes. Well, it's already made its money back and more than what Braid did on one platform, which was two platforms, I should say, which was PC and PS4. But The Witness is announced for Xbox One, which I know a lot of people are so happy about. The Witness is coming to Xbox One. Creator Jonathan Blow has exclusively revealed to IGN. Blow and his team at Kev, how do I say this?
Thekla
Inc. are aiming for a September 13th, 2016 release date, and an iOS version is also still in the works. That's crazy about an iOS version.
So what I understand, this is a puzzle game?
Yes, it is a puzzle game. I've seen videos of it. It's not my type of game at all.
That's what I was going to ask you, if puzzle games, you've ever really played them.
As far as I get when puzzles of Resident Evil puzzles, and even those get on my nerves.
What about Portal? Was you ever a Portal player?
I've never played Portal.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It didn't appeal to me. Just doesn't appeal to me. Puzzles are not my thing. My brain doesn't enjoy sitting there for hours trying to figure one thing out.
Yeah, I completely understand that. I mean, I'm not the biggest puzzle fan, but there are certain games that I loved in the puzzle genre, like Portal 2. Portal 2 and its co-op, it's such a great experience. It's so intelligent the way they've made those puzzles, and like the two guns you use, like teleporting and all that sort of thing. Another game I really enjoyed, which is a puzzle game, but not as much as Portal 2, was a game I reviewed called oh god, I can't remember. Salt Axiom.
Oh, okay.
That is a good puzzle game. It's got points where you're like, did you really have to do that? Because some of the puzzles are a bit not obvious. It's thing is, some of the puzzles in that game are more about trial and error rather than figuring stuff out, which in puzzle games I don't really like. I like you to be able to use your brain and then figure it out that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, The Witness, from what I hear, it's all about moving lasers about and stuff, and opening new areas. So I mean, it's interesting. It's something I'll check out.
Definitely worth checking out. If it's your type of game. I'm just happy it's coming to Xbox.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure how long we'd have to wait for it, and it isn't too much longer, really. September around the corner.
This shows as well that, like, when games are initially announced as exclusives for consoles and they're third party, you can't always guarantee they'll always be exclusive to that console. So if a game that you love is only coming to PS4,
it's all this time stuff, isn't it? And again, the way I look at it, so you can look at this from two different perspectives. With Sony, which again, I own a PS4, I play PlayStation. Sony, if Sony publishes a game, a first-party game, that's not coming to Xbox or PC. But Microsoft, first party, we now know is coming to PC also.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you really missing out on anymore? Just certain exclusives.
It's basically first party stuff from Sony.
First party stuff, really. Sony's a lot better with second party stuff. They do usually hone that down more than what Microsoft do anyway. But yeah, it's a weird one. The console wars is a weird thing, and people do like to get wrapped up in it.
Not us.
No, not us. Definitely not. Fuck Sony. No, I'm joking. Mr. Mood in the chat says, "Witness, you have to use your brain, so I don't like it." Totally agree.
Well, there we go.
Kev.
Yes.
Destiny.
Yep.
Did you see that it went free?
I didn't. I read this in your notes, and I'd like to hear more about this. I didn't even realise.
Bungie clarifies whether Destiny is free on Xbox. The base game of Destiny has appeared as a free on the Microsoft Store, but according to a statement from Bungie, players will not receive the full original game as part of the digital version's price change. A statement posted on Bungie's website states that downloading the free version of Destiny will only entitle players to the game trial mode. To play through the original full adventure, the up-and-coming Destiny, the collection must be purchased. So again, it's this whole Fallout thing, isn't it? That's what it is. It's not. I put those notes in the wrong place there, Kev.
Yeah, I was reading those. Like
that goes to Titanfall. Sorry about that. Just editing the notes while doing the show. See, that's what the live people get. I ain't gonna edit it out though, because I don't want to feel bad for everyone else. They need to hear about me messing up the show notes. Destiny, it's come and gone. I don't care. But it was a slow news week. I needed to put something in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a bad business model they had with Destiny. I was a big Destiny player. I mean, I brought all the DLC. I played the absolute crap out of it. It's a great game with the DLC. Without the DLC, they didn't release a great game. And releasing it for free, I think maybe it was a smart move with the upcoming stuff, because they're not releasing Destiny 2 for a couple of years now, are they? They've announced that. Nah, they're just doing year 2 stuff. So I suppose they're doing what a lot of big companies do, and they're just like enticing you in with a trial version, trying to get their hooks into you, and then hopefully, you'll drink the Kool-Aid and purchase it. But yeah.
Hell no, I ain't drinking no Kool-Aid.
You will.
And then the Kool-Aid man comes bursting through my door. I'm like, sorry, man, I'm sorry. Kev, let's talk about Titanfall a little bit more. And as you were saying earlier, there's been a bit of backlash. Respawn makes Titanfall changes following first technical test. Respawn has responded to players' feedback following the first weekend of the Titanfall 2 tech test. Again, how long is this going on for, Kev? Do you know?
What, the tech test?
Yeah.
I think it's just last weekend and this weekend.
Got ya. Vowing to change several key elements of gameplay. In a lengthy blog post, which I definitely won't read, but if you want to check that out, go over there. Multiplayer games designer Steve DeRose explains in detail why certain changes were made for the second game. So, Kev, do you want to run us through a couple of these bullet points real quick?
Are these the ones above, yeah?
Yeah, sorry.
After being slow to improve gunplay, pilot movement while in air or wall running will be made faster again. So that's something you said.
So there you go. I was right.
Chaining wall runs will now help increase and retain speed. So instead of slowing down. So this is again movement speed that you was talking about.
Yep.
Obtaining a Titan was previously only possible by playing objectives. Now, pilots will build up the Titan meter passively too. I didn't realise that.
No, man.
I didn't realise it only built up with objectives and kills and stuff. I thought he was doing it anyway, so apparently they're changing it to that now. Okay.
Well, that was what it was like in the first game.
Yeah, I don't know why they changed that. Strange. Titan dashes will recharge faster, which is good because I was sick and tired of always waiting for my dash. because that is critical when you're in a time fight.
Nowhere near as well.
Yeah, hopefully. A more traditional Titanfall map, increased opportunity for parkour, etc., will be available in this weekend's test.
Good. That's what I like to hear. They sound like they're doing everything right at the moment.
Yeah. Pilots will now be marked with friend-foe outlines at a shorter distance to prevent easy sniping.
Boo!
Okay.
That's easy snipe people. Interesting.
Yeah.
You had really that's the Titan Dash you were sick of.
Mm-hmm.
They're changing it. I was complaining about movement. They're changing it. They're listening to the fans. That's good.
Do you know what? I went to back to Titanfall 1 to try it out after this technical test finished, just to see the difference. Yeah. And I actually preferred the movement in the tech test to Titanfall 1. So I'm worried now they're changing it all again. That I might not like it. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
One more Titanfall piece of news is Titanfall 2 devs open to PS4, Xbox One, crossplay, and PC, obviously. The team isn't planning on allowing players on different platforms at its first meeting. In an interview with Shaq News, the director of Titanfall 2 suggested that it may eventually come. And the quote here is, planning on doing it not planning on doing it at launch. For now, the answer is no, but we aren't close to that possibility. I feel that's just every team.
We're just going to beat a dead horse here, aren't we? It's going to...
Exactly.
It's the case of Sony. If Microsoft, like we've said before on Rocket League, on other games that we've talked about, the ball is entirely in Sony's court. If they say yes, then we could have a plethora of games that we can play with PS4 players. Sony say no, or they just keep quiet, then it's a matter of it ain't happening.
And like we keep saying, it just makes Microsoft look better every time someone says yes, they want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Kev, how do you feel about Microsoft games being published on Steam?
I have no qualm whatsoever. I know some people feel differently, but for me personally, it's no skin off my nose. I really don't care.
You don't lose anything. Is that how you look at it?
Exactly.
So just recently, Microsoft announced that Quantum Break is coming to Steam. Following a release on Xbox One and the Windows Store for PC, could more Microsoft published games come to Valve's digital storefront in the future? Microsoft marketing boss Aaron Greenberg. Jesus, Aaron Greenberg gets a lot of say on this show.
He's had a lot of interviews. I've been seeing his Twitch stream. So many.
Poor man. He said in a new interview that Microsoft will be putting games on Steam where it makes sense, instead of declaring that all of its games will come to the store, which makes perfect sense, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like a company like Remedy have been in bed with Microsoft for a very long time. We know they're not anymore, but they have done. And it's only right that Quantum Break is a phenomenal game. So it's only right that as many people as they can get to play it. So we all hate Windows Store. I'm sure it's getting better, but it's not where PC players go for their games. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I'm glad Microsoft are not just like, nope, we're sticking to our guns. It's staying there.
Do you think this could be a case as well of sales numbers? So say a game doesn't sell quite as well as they hope. They say, right now, we should really push it to Steam to try and take back some of our losses.
Where it makes sense, Kev. That's the quote. So bad sales make sense, don't it?
Yeah. I don't... Like I say, I'm not really bothered if it gets pushed to Steam. The more people that experience the game, then I'm happy.
The more conversation. I wish there was no exclusives.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not the way the world works, unfortunately.
Nope.
There's no reason to have two different shiny boxes if you can play everything on them.
Exactly.
Okay, this is an interesting one. GoldenEye, Kev. Nintendo 64, sir.
Yes.
Are you about to get heat? You're about to get the biggest scolding of your life. If you.
A friend of mine had an N64, and I used to play GoldenEye with him. But I've never owned it.
Oh, you're a piece of shit, Kevin Carney. A piece of shit. I hope you know that.
I don't see how that qualifies me as a piece of shit, but carry on.
Look, all right, Joe, email in my Xbox and me podcast at gmail.com. Please, anybody that knows anything about video games, all I want is a simple, is Kevin a piece of shit? Yes or no for not owning GoldenEye on the N64.
I like I've said many a time, I went straight from Master System 2 to PS1. There was no in between.
You should have went and bought an N60. You go and buy one now.
I should have gone and brought an N64 at 7 years old.
Damn straight.
Damn
skippy, Kev.
Should have got myself a paper round. Should have been out from 6 in the morning to 12 at night delivering newspapers. You
should have known that this conversation was going to happen. Earlier this week, some footage of what claims to be Xbox Live arcade version of Rare's classic GoldenEye 007.
That was a dramatic pause.
Well, they've got to keep the people on their toes. They think their phone might be or something like that. Emerged online. It looked wonderful and made us sad that it never came out. Now, Xbox boss Phil Spencer, in Phil We Trust, has responded to it. Asked by someone on Twitter if the game was actually in development for 360, as it was rumoured. He didn't confirm either way. He did, however, say that getting GoldenEye on a new platform is a rights issue.
So who owns the rights?
The quote I've got here is, GoldenEye has always been a rights issue, not a getting code to run issue, Spencer explained. Kev.
Yes.
Would you not have loved that game to have come to arcade?
See,
I don't think it would have had the same feel.
No, this is the problem. When we talked to Mike Chanel, we were talking about this, how 3D games don't usually hold up as well as 2D platformers and stuff because of the way they work. So, I mean, in its day, it was a really good game, and it was like probably one of the best FPSs of that time.
100%.
But whether it would hold up today against the games you've got nowadays, Timefalls, Call of Duty's, Battlefields.
Obviously reworked.
Yeah. Well, if it was reworked, then possibly, yeah. But if they just like
they
ported
did
over.
try that on 360 and it was terrible. So.
Did you actually see any footage of it?
I didn't. No, I pulled this one straight from Reddit.
All right. Okay.
Well, that was our last piece of news. The only last bit you got is September's free games have been revealed, and Microsoft have revealed that Earthlock Festive of Magic will be free from September 1st to the 30th on Xbox One. Assassin's Creed Chronicles China from September 16th to October 15th. Forza Horizon for 360 from September 1st to September 15th. And Mirror's Edge from September 16th to September 30th. Do
you know what the strange thing is?
Go on.
I'm more excited for the 360 backwards compatible
100%,
games.
100%. I don't know about this Earthlock, so I can't really comment.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that.
Assassin's Creed Chronicles doesn't look great, and it's a 2D side-scrolling Assassin's Creed game. No, thank you. Not my cup of tea. Nah. I've never played the Forza Horizon game, so I'm really looking forward to playing
So fun.
But I don't know whether to not play it and just wait for free so I get that fresh experience.
Play one. Honestly,
but
the game...
From buying free.
It won't. The gameplay is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And I went from 1 to 2, and then 2 is even better, and I'm expecting 3 to be even better than that. It's a solid game, I promise you. The one game I haven't played on this list is Mirror's Edge.
It's not very good.
See, I asked Ross, and he said it was amazing. He's played it through like 10 times.
Come on, Ross don't know what he's talking about. He does an Xbox podcast over on some other place.
We have very similar taste in games, though. That's the only problem.
You can't trust the word that comes out of his mouth.
I don't know. I want to try it out because it seems like it's something really unique.
You've got to try it out, especially on twitch.tv/@don'tshoottarney.
Oh, that's a good idea. Streaming soon. Oh, that reminds me what we didn't talk about.
What's that?
It's not on the list for the news. Call of Duty 2 came to backwards compatibility. The biggest news of the summer. No?
Call of Duty? You know how disappointed I was when you tweeted that at me?
Really?
I see you go, wow, wow, wow. And then I saw your basket. And I'm like, for a dude that can't buy a game day one ever.
It was £5 on game. Come on.
I don't give a fuck. I'm so disappointed. Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty 2.
I've talked about this on our previous episode, but this was the first game I played online. and it's got real nostalgic memories for me. So I know I'm probably going to go on it and I'm going to be like, oh, this ain't quite as good as I remember. Because I remember there's no sprint function in it, which in its own is a bit weird for a FPS.
Did you just use the words nostalgia and Call of Duty in the same sentence?
Yes. It came out in 2005.
Jeez. Nostalgia and Call of Duty.
It is. It reminds me of a time when I went from a PS1 up to an Xbox 360, which was HD, and just staring at this beautiful thing.
From a PS1 to an Xbox 360, though.
Well, you take a PS1, yeah, you unplug it, put it aside, then you stick your 360 in with your HDMI. It was amazing. It looked incredible.
Jesus Christ! Why do I even have you on this show? I swear. I should just talk to myself. Literally, it should. My Xbox should just be me talking to my Xbox for an hour.
You'd probably get better, more interesting conversation. To be fair,
no,
Cortana's quite nice.
Excited. I'm glad you're excited, and I'm happy for you that you're going to get this.
And I'll be streaming it on Twitch. The campaign on Veteran.
Twitch what?
Even though Twitch, twitch.tv/Don't Shoot Tiny.
We've got to get you better at that.
Yeah.
Got to get you better. Jesus Christ! You've got to be plugging every 2 seconds. You've got to make sure people are out there. They're listening. Do you know what I mean? It's like follow me on Twitter at MC Fixer. Also twitch.tv/MC Fixer. YouTube.com/I am MC Fixer.
Damn. Yeah, I've got to practice that.
You've got to do that more. You get in the mirror, brush your teeth, and be ready.
Also, I'll start next week. You wait for next week. It's going to be amazing for the plugs.
All right, I'll be listening. We got another chance at the end of the show, so we'll wait and see. Also, don't forget you can get Warriors of Archie still and WWE 2K16 and Beyond Good and Evil until the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to Fixer's Sack, Kev.
Let's do it.
Kev, I'm really happy about Fixer's Sack this week.
Oh.
There isn't like loads of emails,
mm-hmm.
but we've got a new
writer.
And there's 2 emails that, yeah, exactly. I'm so excited. Like anybody watching right now, I'm just like, I am so excited. And I'll read. Are you ready?
Go for it.
Okay. Hey guys, really enjoy the show. Oh, he enjoys our show, Kev.
High five.
Been listening for a few episodes now. I was wondering what is your biggest gaming heartbreak is. Mine is Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker on the Xbox 360 HD version. I was loving the game and reached the torture scene.
Yeah.
Where the only way to survive is to hammer the Y button like a madman. It's over 3 stages and I can't get past the second. No matter how many times I've tried it. Sorry. Given up and returned to trying again. I just can't beat it. And I can't progress in the game. Cheers and keep up the good work from Richard Bennett. First things first, Rich.
Rich Bennett. You don't say Richard. He wants to be known by Rich.
Rich. My apologies. That is, oh good, he's never going to write in again. Oh, I've got to
blown
mess
it
up.
Oh,
I hope he ain't a patron supporter, otherwise he might have got this live. I might be able to edit it out, Kev. I might be able to save it. Yeah, Rich, again, thank you so much for the email. Keep them coming, sir. Appreciate you enjoying the show. Appreciate you supporting the show. Again, if you want to email in, it's myxboxandmepodcast@gmail.com. Kev,
beautiful.
Biggest gaming heartbreak.
So when I first read this email, I thought he meant the moment that actually made me cry.
Yeah,
but then as I read through it, it looks like he's on about the most frustrating moment. So I've got 2. I'll do each to keep it interesting. So the moment that made me cry. There's not many games that made me cry, but the one that sticks in my head most recently was the one I talked about a couple of weeks ago on what game you should try, and that is Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
Okay.
There's a certain moment, it's only 2 hours long, the game, and the story's really short, but there's a certain moment in that game which just I wasn't expecting, and just the way the developers progressed the moment, it really hit me hard, and for a moment I had a little tear drop down my face. I was like, oh. But yeah, that's the one game that made me cry. As for most frustrating, anybody who anybody who has played Call of Duty 3.
Oh my god, I'm gonna murder him.
Call of Duty 3 on Veteran.
Call of what?
Call of Duty 3 on Veteran is an absolute nightmare. I must have spent 12 hours on the same segment trying to get past one part. And
number
that one
3
part,
or 4?
number 3. And
What,
it was
so
the
you
part.
got past Mile High Club easily?
Yeah, well, it took me maybe a few hours, but not as long as this took me like Call of Duty 3 did on Veteran, because instead of making like the game harder, they made the AI just throw like tons and tons of grenades, and it would just be grenade rain. Like certain parts, you literally had to try and work out where to walk so you didn't get blown up by grenades, because one hit from a grenade or anywhere near a grenade, it would instantly kill you. So you had to try and work out after hours and hours of trial and error where to go, where to stand, where to stop for a few seconds, where to move forward, who to shoot. And it was just absolutely nuts. But I persevered, I got through it, and I finished the game on Veteran. And that was an absolute nightmare. So that is my biggest gaming heartbreak. It nearly killed me. It nearly broke my heart, literally. So what about yours?
I'm trying to think. Honestly, I'm sure there are some. And I wish I would have saved this one and just remembered. What game? Call of Duty World at War, actually.
Yeah.
Call of Duty. There's a part where there's a guy in the sniper tower. And it's at night. And on Veteran, that was ridiculous. I think I had no ammo left in my checkpoint where I was. And all I had was a pistol.
Trying to snipe him with a pistol.
I was trying to, yeah. It was ridiculous. But I know I've got some. I can't think of what. I know. Talking about button bashing, there was a part on what game was it? Resident Evil 5 at one point. You know when you're punching the boulders at the end there. I didn't understand that it changed straight away, and that really peeved me off for a while. But I've never had a moment like that where I've not been able to get past it, where it's actually broke the game for me. So that Rich can't finish Peace Walker.
Yeah.
That's never, ever, ever happened to me, where I've got to a part I've been so stuck. But
I think
especially nowadays with like YouTube and stuff, so
yeah, he's got more restraint than me, because usually if I get stuck on a part, like I did on the crew actually, I was in a race and I kept hitting the same bloody wall. And it was doing my head in, so I was just like, nah, that's what this, uninstall.
I'm done.
I'm done. Yeah. And so, yeah, I feel his pain. It's terrible when you're enjoying a game, especially when you really like a game, you get to a certain part which is just beyond frustrating. Oh, that reminds me of an actual part, another part which was really frustrating. And you'll know this one, Corey, recently. Dead Space. Yeah. The part where you're shooting the meteors.
Oh my god, that meteor part is a pile of dog crap.
Why that was in the game, I think they did it just to try and break up the gameplay, but playing that on the hardest difficulty is an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare.
I didn't do it on the absolute hardest either, but that was a pile of crap, that part.
Yeah, there's nothing worse, man. That's like the gaming cardinal sin, is making a segment, which is, especially when it's not following the gameplay from the rest of the game, like it was in Dead Space. Like, just goes completely on a tangent and goes on to some other sort of sub game in a game. So why did you put this in here? But yeah, I feel your pain, man.
Kev, do you want to take the next email?
I can do, yeah. Fixer and Kev, I heard on podcast 40 that you're calling me out for not playing and tweeting photos of your game suggestions.
Damn straight I am.
I apologise. But over the last few weeks, I've been putting the final touches to my wedding. Oh, congratulations, man.
Oh, congratulations. Oh, round of applause. Yay.
We'll find out who it is at the end. It's a surprise. I'm getting married this weekend, 27th of the 8th, 2016. Congratulations to my lovely fiance, who is also called Hayley.
Whoa. I need to go talk to my missus. Is that why you've been listening to this podcast, Lee Merlin? You feel bad because you're stealing my woman?
Obviously, I have had to curb the game spending to pay for the big day. Yeah, I feel that pain, mate.
I hear you.
Hashtag never get married. Anyway, the last suggestion. Dead Rising 3 is a game that I haven't purchased yet because I expected it to appear on Games with Gold very soon.
Me
probably
too.
Just before Dead Rising 4 drops, which is probably true, to be fair.
That's not bad. That's part September. I'm trying. Wait, I don't know my month, so I'm pretty thick. September. How long does that leave us? September. No. So we're looking at October, November.
Wait, when does it come out?
December.
Was it December?
Same day as Stick of Truth.
Yeah, so we've got October and November. Games of Gold. Possible. It's possible.
Maybe. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, so my question this week is, which games do you think should be Games with Gold that haven't been there yet?
Oh, okay.
Signing off for a few weeks, as I'm not going to be able to get podcasts on the honeymoon. Yes, you can. You can get.
Of course you can.
Sneak to the toilet. Say you had a dodgy curry or something.
Matt, you need to at least take an hour bath after all the sessions you're about to
Oh my God,
play.
I've just seen the final line as well. As Kev would say, ciao Bella, your pal, Matt from York.
Matt,
Hey.
number one, you was my pal, but you used ciao Bella, meaning to say that you actually think
You've
that's
earned
a
kudos
good
in my book,
sign-off.
so it's all good.
This is a good question. I do totally agree with you that Dead Rising should have been on sale a lot more than what it has been, and it should have been Games with Gold by now. I would have thought.
Yep.
Saying that, we think it should be Games with Gold. Number one, pops
Rise.
into my head, Rise Son of Rome, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Rise Son of Rome should 100% been a Games with Gold game. Good game. I think me and Ross actually disagreed.
Have we actually had an Xbox One first-party title in Games with Gold yet? I'm trying to think. The Forza series, there's been no Forza games, has there? Apart from
Horizon,
Xbox 360, yeah. The Xbox 360.
Oh, you're on about Xbox One games?
Yeah. What first-party titles are there? We've got Forza, we've got Gears, but again, it's 360 games that have been given away, not Xbox One ones.
Mm-hmm.
What other exclusives are there?
I'm trying to think.
Dead Rising, no.
Dead Rising, Rise. I'm trying to think of the exclusives that I bought.
Halo.
Yeah, Loco Cycle. That didn't come Games with Gold yet either.
No. So this is all added speculation that I think Microsoft, when they've got enough games, they're going to do an EA Access.
Oh, that's a great idea.
There must be a reason why they're not putting their own titles into it. Because it seems like the smart move, because they must be having to pay these developers to put their games into their Games with Gold.
The Xbox brand, you buy an Xbox One for the exclusives, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they give them away for free, that defeats the object of buying the console itself anyway.
Well, no, because you can still only play them on that platform.
Yeah, but you're not paying for them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Away, if let's say you've played Dead Rising 1 and 2.
Yep.
And then you bought a PS4.
Yep.
And then you're like, all right, cool. I want to play Dead Rising 3. And then they give it away for free. All you've got to do is pay for gold that month and you get it for free.
Well, no, not if they bring a service like EA Access where you got to pay extra for this extra service to get the games.
Oh, no. I agree with you with that service 100%. But I do think it's smart keeping your exclusives away from Games with Gold.
Yeah.
But
what about third-party titles? What third-party titles do you think should have come to Games with Gold?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. There's so
when
many,
I look at Games with Gold, I think maybe the beginning of the Xbox generation is what they're sort of looking at, like Sunset Overdrive. There you go. That's an exclusive that came.
That was free. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Well done, Kev. You figured it out.
So what's the bets next month will be Rise now? Now we've said this.
More than likely, knowing that luck.
What third-party titles came out on release?
What did you get? FIFA, Madden, all the sports games. I'm really bad with the release lineup. Lego. There's never any Lego games in gold ever.
Yeah, but they
sell so well.
Yeah, exactly. I think they tend to give away the stuff that has stopped selling.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm trying to. What game do I fit? Yeah, definitely Rise. To answer that question, just so that's answered, Rise Son of Rome should have been Games with Gold by now. It got lukewarm reception from critics, and I personally think it was a great game. So they should have gave people the opportunity to play it.
I mean, you can pick it up really cheap now as well, so it's not like they'd be losing much on it, really, would they?
No. Have you played it?
I've played maybe the first half an hour, but I didn't own the game. I was just borrowing it, and it didn't really grab me in that first half hour. But I expect if it was given away free, I'd sit down and would actually play for it. Because it's very much like a Dynasty Warriors type of game, isn't it? It's very button mashy.
Repetitive, very repetitive. I totally understand the critics' reasons for saying it was repetitive. Totally agree. But it had a great story behind it.
Was the story good then?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I would have loved the number 2, which we won't be getting now. But
no.
Well, Kev,
yes.
That is it. That is the end of our show. Again, another hour episode.
Whoop whoop. Banging them out.
You guys again. Suggestion of the week, though, before we do go. Anything you can suggest for people to play? 2
that are free this weekend, Forza 6 and Titanfall technical tests. Get on them, try them out.
You can't suggest that.
Yes, I can.
Titanfall technical test?
Yes, I can. Because, look, I wasn't a Titanfall player, And had somebody not suggested me trying out this new number 2, I would have just been like, nah, it'd just be like the first one. But now I've tried it out, I've found that it's a lot different from the first one, and I'm actually enjoying it. So if you're not on the Titanfall bandwagon, then give it a go. Same for Forza. It's a solid game. If you're not really into car games, then stay away from it because it is just all cars. But give it a go if you're a Forza Horizon fan. It's pretty decent.
If you don't like cars, stay away from it. I'm just looking up other games that we didn't think about, which was D4. D4 was an exclusive that come to gold.
D4?
Yes.
What the hell is that?
It was a weird game. Really, really weird game. But
what's your suggestions?
This week, I'm going to go with Super Meat Boy. That's a game that we all got for free last month or a month, 2 months ago. Oh, did you?
I saw it. I kept meaning to download it, but I missed it.
Super Meat Boy is a great game if you're into those type of games. Also, a game that we had an interview with the guys over at Dead Impact, which is Gear Gauntlet. That's a great game as well. So I'll give you 2 there. Gear Gauntlet, which is a lot of fun, and Super Meat Boy. So definitely check them out.
Wicked.
If you haven't played them yet. Kev?
Yes.
Plug. Let's get ourselves out of here.
Be sure to check out my Twitch channel this weekend, twitch.tv/don'tshoottarney. I'll be hopefully streaming some Siege, some Titanfall, some Rocket League, some Call of Duty 2.
Call of Duty!
I had to get one in before the end. Check out my Twitch. Follow me on Twitter @don'tshoottarney, and also check out outalives.net for news bits, but mostly articles. We're mainly focusing on articles now to bring opinion pieces. So yeah, check those out, and you'll find me in all those fantastic places.
Cool. Thanks again, Kev. Be sure to follow me on Twitter @MCFixer, twitch.tv/MCFixer for those who like Twitch streams. And if you're not into that, just youtube.com/MCFixer. Got some new stuff going on. I can't talk about it yet, but we have got some stuff coming soon. Promise.
Sweet.
Keep emailing in my Xbox and me podcast@gmail.com. Also, if you're on Facebook, be sure to enjoy and join the Facebook group, which is the My Xbox and Me podcast group. It's a lot of fun. I'd love to keep talking to everybody in there. That's just an easier way for me to connect to people is through Facebook.
It's a good way of sharing stories that we can talk about on the show as well. So if you've got a story you're interested in, maybe go on the Facebook group, post it in there, and we can talk about it on the show.
Exactly. But yeah, most importantly, just keep supporting. I really do appreciate it. The numbers are still going up, and I can't be thankful enough for it. Me and
we
Kev.
love you.
Kev's brought a load of fans over. I don't know what he's done. He must be paying for
I don't know either, to be fair.
I don't know what. We got rid of the Scotsman, and it was like, Kev, it brings over the goodies. But for now, I will love you, leave you, and I'll see you guys later.
Ciao, Bella.
I hate you.